Hello, this is Cyrus, showing you the basics of leatherworking. This is a keystone video, so it should be referred to multiple times in future videos. So, let's get to it. Pen and paper! Cardstock paper! Box cutter! Scissors! Knife sharpener! Leather hole punch! Pokey things! Spray bottle full of water! Keep hydrated. Hammer! Rubber hammer! Punches of different sizes! Rivet setter and anvil! Leather rivets! Cutting board! Seam punches of different sizes! Leather needles and thread! Barge contact cement, not appearing in this video. To show you the basics of leatherworking, I'm gonna do a simple project of making a way I can have this bag attached to my belt for my wizard character, Aegis. So, let's begin about the basic design of your project. Make sure you measure it out and put it down on paper. Template is definitely the key, and definitely allowing some room when you're folding leather. Definitely allow the amount of leather you have to overlap in your measurements. I forgot that, so I had to make a new template. So that's part of template making. And one of the beauties of template making is you can remake it without, wasting any material. And also here, I'm folding it, and when you fold, you just have to make one punch, and it will be symmetrical on both sides, as you see. This is me testing out the template on the project, and it didn't work, so I made a brand new template with plenty of room. Alright, making the hole punches, trying it out. And it works. Wet down the leather. It's very important to have your leather really hydrated. It's easier to work with. It took me, a while to figure that one out. If you don't, it dulls the tools and it makes things harder to work with. So, I'm just using, a gel pen. Put it down and cutting it out. You can do it with some good scissors and a sharp box cutter. I like to round the edges so nothing will snag. And that's my hole punch wheel. And it's pretty nifty. And this is the double cap rivets. Double cap rivets can be a little tricky if you don't do it right. Make sure you have the right setter for that. The whole concept of, this is you have a cap and you have, the bottom of the rivet. And when you are using the setter, it will mush the metal down so the cap won't come off. Not that easy. And ideally, it will mush the top so much that you cannot have the cap bend. Make sure you have the right one is concave, and that's an anvil, or you can use a hard surface like granite or a metal slab. And make sure you have a really solid surface when you're doing this. This is me just hammering, and make sure you have it straight down, good and hand. And you're gonna have a normal hammer or a rubber hammer is recommended. Alright, leather sewing. First, you wet down the leather. You use a seam punch in the leather and just hammer away. And you do it around the edges, close to the edge, but about 1/4 of an inch into the leather. You don't want the leather to tear. So use a small one to guide. Then you use a single prong to make sure it goes right through. You can use bigger to, basically imprint on where you're gonna have your holes. Then you can finish it off with a single one. Threading the needle. Ooh, it can be a little tedious, so especially with the special wax thread. Sewing together. Ooh, captivating. Make sure you tie a knot in the end of your thread. And it never hurts to, doubly reinforce it by, do a second pass of sewing to increase the strength. Cutting it off, then you can just use fire. I like to use this kind of blowtorch kind of thing. You can definitely reach with that for your leather projects. And when it's wet leather, you don't have to worry about scorching your project. Then, for me, I also repeated the sewing and put it on the project. That'll be it for this video. In future videos, we're gonna show the skills here, especially with cheap leather armor. Looking forward to that. And prices down below for all tools and leather and other things alike down below in the comments, along with the music of Rav'n. Links to that down below, and also more links to my Facebook group about the channel so I can interact with you. And remember to like, subscribe, hit the battle bell, rate and comment, and especially, above all else, stay hydrated.